And another basketball analogy. I became great at basketball not because I showed up at practice every day, but because on the off season, I was on a court shooting free throws,
Mm-hmm.
50 free throws every day
Yeah.
on the off season. That's race. If you want to get good at talking, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. And nothing comes easy. You have got to be willing to wade in and be uncomfortable. And to my Black brothers and sisters, we also have to have grace for people who are getting into the game and getting bloody and saying the wrong thing. And they've been misinformed. And we have to have grace and be willing to hold people and call them in. We got to be willing to call people in, because this is the other thing I see is I have seen white folks who want to get in and they want to understand, and they say the wrong thing, or they do the wrong thing, or they say the right thing but at the wrong time, and then we just blast them. And guess what? Just like any kid in a classroom, if you shame them in front of their peers, they are not coming back. They're not coming back. And so it's this delicate dance of, we need you in the game. We need you in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we gotta be able to correct you, but we have to correct people with love as well. We have to be willing to say, hey, when you said this that way, I know what your intention was, but here's how we received it. Here's how that felt. Here's a better way to say or do that thing. We gotta be willing to call people in and not shame them.
I'm going to take yours and I'm going to run with my own basketball story now. When I played in high school, I had a teammate. I'm not going to name him right now, but I had a teammate who was a ferocious rebounder. I mean, the guy was only like 6'4", 6'5", but rebounded like a 6'10", 6'11" guy, just a beast on the boards. But his layups were problematic. Like his ability to shoot the layup very quickly with defense coming, he would just freeze up and it would be a thing. So I knew that when I would drive and draw the defense towards me, if I, dropped that pass off to him, there was a good chance, less than 50%, that it was going to go dink, but he'd get the rebound and we'd get another shot. But I kept giving him the opportunities, and eventually towards the end of that season, I could count on him because he had put in the work, and I'd given him the opportunity to make those mistakes in high pressure moments. And so I tell this story because, again, back when, people were interested in DEI as a conversation, it had mostly to do with not just telling, hey, majority culture, here are your mistakes and here's how you get better. It was also letting those who are in the minority, so to speak, understand that they have to make mistakes. Putting in the work is missing the layup.
Yeah.
Time and time again until you figure out your technique. And you have to be in high pressure situations where you say the wrong thing over and over again until you say, learn from it and change your technique. And you as a member of the LGBTQ AI plus or minority class in this country have to embrace the fact that this person is trying to put in the work. They're reading the right books. They're attending the right conferences. They're having the tough discussions, not just out in public, but at home with Uncle Bob and Aunt Susie, who are saying the wrong things, and they're standing on their own trying to deal with this. And you have to recognize in those situations that there's nothing comfortable about race, because it has been this bugaboo from the very beginning.